good afternoon, traders all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting live on YouTube, and this is Forex Trading Course 101. Remember, we are trying to build the 3 pillars to be a successful trader. We are trying to build a system and or a strategy that is profitable, that is easy to understand, easy to obey, easy to execute, and should have an edge in the market. We're trying to understand how risk management works inside our strategy and inside our system. Hello Miguel, how are you? And finally the big one, right? Trader Psychology Series Part 3. How are you? Yes sir. Remember everybody, if this is your first time with us, we are passed over the basic module, the beginner module, the intermediate module, and the advanced module. So if this is your first time, please go back to the Doesnt webinar page and start to watch Forex Trading Course 101, starting with lesson 1. And remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. Why is that? Because they don't have their heart or their mind in the right place. Also remember, the webinars are not investment or trading advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. And for homeworks and or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and my LinkedIn contact, everybody. That being said, let's continue. Today we have Trader Psychology Part 3. We said we are going to talk about the Constitution and the trading plan. Before this, some of you send me email, Passion, I cannot find your book. Well, you go on Amazon.com and just write Forex Freedom. Forex Freedom, and the first book is not the second, the third. Just scroll down. Just scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and there you go. Forex Freedom, new 2019 edition, break free of the bonds that are holding you back, by Miracle Morella, that's me, and Roger Van Maris. Okay, and below you have the Van Tarp, Super Trader. Financial Freedom with Super Trader ebook bundle, Super Trader, and trade your way to financial freedom, everybody. Okay, so we're going to talk about the trading constitution first, and this is the excerpt from the book. Okay, now why do we need the constitution, everybody? We need the constitution because we need to clarify what we are standing for as traders. Okay, and remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat if you want to ask something. And according to Wikipedia, a constitution is a set of fundamental principles or established precedents according to which a state or a trader or other organization is governed. So you need to have principles, fundamental principles, and these rules together make up or constitute what is an entity or what is a trader. When the principles are written down into a single document or set of legal documents, those documents may be said to embody a written constitution if they are written down in a single comprehensive document. Okay, it is said that to embody a codified constitution. Constitution concerns different levels of organizations, from sovereign states to companies to traders. A treaty which establishes an international organization is also a constitution. Within states, a constitution, or within traders, a constitution defines the principles upon which the trader, we're going to change state for trader, which the trader is based, the procedures in which laws are made, and by whom. So we as traders, we have concepts, we have strategies, we have rules and procedures, right? And some constitutions, especially codified constitution, also act as limiters of state power by establishing lines which a state's ruler cannot cross. Don't risk too much. It's a rule that we should not cross. such as fundamental rights, an example in the Constitution of the United States of America. So homework for today, everybody, until happy Friday, until Monday, write down your personal trader's constitution and sign it. Okay, now good point, bad point, there is no right or wrong, but the constitution is going to clarify to you who are you as a trader and what do you stand for. Okay, and here is just an example, okay, of my constitution. Okay, FXPassion personal trader constitution. Okay, it goes like this, and there is no right or wrong, everybody. You can add what you like, you can put out what you don't like. Goes like this: I am a proficient, disciplined and profitable forex trader. I enjoy trading to make a profit. Therefore, I continue to educating myself on how the market works. I know how to determine market direction, and I have a simple trading methodology that have one entry strategy and two exit strategies, one for profit and one for loss with equity management, that feels comfortable to me, that I can easily manage and I understand. And I have a setup of trading rules that make sense and I obey my rules. So rules are part of the constitution, right? What do you stand for? You know, yesterday we were talking about simple questions about psychology. Why do you trade? What is your goal? Did you do the homework, everybody? Did you do the homework, yesterday's homework? The homework from yesterday, you should have a measurable goal on paper by today, by now. Did you do the homework, everybody? If not, these psychology lessons are not going to help you. You must do the work. Especially the work from lesson number 1, everybody. In the end, what are my rules? Number 1, I will not trade without a protective stop loss order. It's a rule and I obey this non-negotiably. Number 2, I place my stop at the latest A, either the capital A or a sub A. Of course, here I'm talking about the Fibonacci's. Number 3, I will not trade more than 5 currency pairs at one time. So this is my constitution rule. Okay, this is what I stand for, this is what I obey. You will never see me trading more than 5 currency pairs at one time. And there is no right or wrong. You can say I will not trade more than 2 currency pairs, 15, you know, it's up to you, everybody. This is just an example. Number 4, extremely important for me, if I lose 2 trades in a row, I will stop placing trades until the next London session opens. Right? We are human beings, nobody is perfect, we make mistakes, right? So if I lose 2 trades in a row, maybe my psychology or my the way how I look at markets, what's the word? My perception may be not correct. So part of my constitution, if I lose 2 trades in a row, especially in a stupid way, I will stop placing trades until the next London session. Miguel, I have the homework written from last year. Thought I have to update some rules. Congratulations, Miguel. Great job. Number 5, I find the latest ABCD swing, and again I'm talking about Fibonacci's here, from the daily and 2-hour time frame, and determine the market is moving from the A to the B or from the C to the D or B to the C. Number 6, I enter using my ABCD swings from the 2-hour time frame and lower in conjunction with the larger time frame. It's a rule. So I'm not entering on the 2-hour time frame because the monthly time frame or the weekly time frame are saying to do this. but I'm working from the 2-hour time frame and lower in conjunction with the larger time frame, which is the daily. 7. Difficult to obey. And there is no right or wrong, it's up to you. But if you can train yourself to be consistent enough. My number 7 is I only enter the market at 0.618 or deeper C retracement. It depends on the broker that you are using. Some brokers have different Fibonacci numbers. Okay, so the 0.618, some brokers has 0.382, but it's the last green line. The last green level is the Fibonacci level or deeper C retracement. So difficult to be, but it's part of my constitution, right? Number 8, when the market hits the D extension on the daily time frame, I will look to trade the reversal on the 2-hour or smaller time frame. Well, this is nothing special. Number 9, I will not move my stop or close out the market without a logical reason that another trader can understand. Again, it's a difficult rule. I will not move my stop or close out the market without a logical reason. And the logical reason is not, oh, I don't want to risk too much. This is not a logical reason. We should define risk before we enter into a trade. And don't mess with the strategy. So number 9 is a difficult rule, but I must obey. This is my constitution. This is why I stand for. And there is no right or wrong, everybody. You can take what you like, you can reject what you don't like, no problem. But because I messed with my trades in the past, so I put down this number 9. I cannot close an order or a trade without a logical reason. You know, what is the logical reason? Well, the market went against me. Okay, but did it break market structure? No, it didn't. Well, this is not a logical reason for an experienced trader. Number 10, I will not trade if I'm emotional. Right? And we talked for the past 2 days. Many times we don't know that we are emotional and we are sitting in front of the trading desk. Because emotions are subconscious, everybody. Nonetheless, in my opinion, we shouldn't trade if we are emotional. You know, but we need to gain consciousness about our emotions. We need to be conscious about our emotions. If I'm not conscious about my emotional state, how can I protect myself? And even a better question, everybody, if you are not conscious about your emotional state, how can you protect yourself? Let's make a poll, everybody. How can we protect ourselves? What do you think? What do you think? How can we protect ourselves if we are not aware that we are emotional? And remember, there is no right or wrong, but this is a big one. Many times you know the strategy, you know the signal, you know the indicators. You have an expert advisor and a super mega JP Morgan Chase robot helping you. And you are emotional and you make mistakes. Right? We all make mistakes time to time, everybody. The trick is in not repeating the same mistakes. And being emotional and trade is a big one. So how can I protect myself if I'm not aware, if I'm not consciously aware that I'm emotional? Number 11, I understand that the market doesn't care if I'm a winner or a loser. Everybody, do you understand? Number 11. When we say to you, I understand that the market doesn't care if I'm a winner or a loser, what does this mean? Who knows the answer to this question? What does this mean that the market doesn't care if I'm a winner or a loser? How do you define what is a winner or a loser? Only yourself can control or detect it. Nothing else will protect you. Wow, thank you, Miguel. So how can we improve ourselves? Everybody who understands number 11, what does this mean that the market doesn't care if I'm a winner or a loser? And it's connected to number 10. And remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. That's correct. What is a beginner mistake, everybody? This is Forex trading for beginners, right? An emotional mistake that beginner traders do. If they win a trade, they feel great about themselves. You know, I just won. I am the man, you know. I am the trader. Life is good. Life is beautiful. Look how great this day is. Look at the sun. Or the rain, you know. Look at this beautiful rain today. Because I just won a trade. And what happens with the loser trader emotionally when he loses a trade? You know. Look at this stupid sun, you know. It is a bad week and the cat doesn't like me, and you know, everybody's breaking my balls, you know, and look at these stupid flowers and this stupid nature, you know. So when we say, everybody, that I understand that the market doesn't care if I'm a winner or a loser, you know, this means that I cannot react emotionally to a winning trade or a losing trade. Because the market doesn't care. I can feel a winner as a winner and still lose a trade. Or I can feel a loser and win a trade. And he says to do what you've write down and nothing else. This is very difficult for me. Which one, Annie? Which number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which number is difficult? Maybe all of them in the beginning? So everybody, the market and trading, it's not going to make you a winner or a loser, right? You can be hardworking, honest, you know, loving father or mother, caregiver, a very good friend, a very good colleague and everything, and still lose trades. But does this make you a loser? Of course not. On the other hand, right, I could be a stupid moron, you know, argue with people, doesn't respect anybody, and I am a profitable trader. So is winning at trading is going to make me a better person? It's not. We know stupid morons with money, right? You know? Who knows a stupid moron with money? You know? I know a millionaire, he's a stupid moron. Still a millionaire, but still a stupid moron. And I don't spend any time with him. You know? So in the end, everybody, about number 11, winning or losing is not going to make you a winner or a loser. Right? And understand that the market doesn't care. The market doesn't care if you're a good father or a bad father, a good mother or a bad mother, a good worker or a bad worker, you know. The market doesn't care. 12. It's also difficult. I will learn from my past mistakes and understand that the market is a creature of habit and will do the same thing over and over again. Everybody, how can you learn from your past mistakes? What strategy do you use? This is a question. What is the answer? What kind of tools or what kind of strategies are you using to learn from your mistakes? And we talked about the brain. The human brain cannot store that much information. If you journal once a week, everybody, this is of course only my opinion, but if you journal once a week, this is not enough. You aren't going anywhere journaling once a week. So if you ask me, you should journal once a day, minimum. Better 2 times a day. Better 3 times a day. And Miguel says, my journal. And somebody screaming on the other platform, you are not going to see this comment on YouTube, but is saying, Passion, but I don't have time to journal 3 times a day. So Annie and Miguel that are on YouTube, if your student is saying to you, Teacher Miguel, Teacher Annie, I don't have time to journal 3 times a day, what is going to be your answer to this Forex trader student? Remember, it's not uncommon to have traders trying to be profitable for 4, 5, 6, 7 years. It's not uncommon. And the great majority of them, they don't have time to self-analyze. They don't have time to journal. They think it's the chart, you know, it's the chart. Or it's the news, you know. So if this is you, everybody, and you don't have the time to journal, how are you going to learn from your mistakes? How are you going to protect yourself of being subconscious? I'm going to explain everybody to you. I'm going to explain to you why people don't have time. They don't really believe that trading is a psychological game. I don't care if you are 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100 years old. I don't care if you are a worker at the factory or a CEO of a multinational company. If you don't have time to journal and to introspect, you don't really believe that success in trading is a psychological thing. Miguel says, do what you can, but do it. Great answer. And he says, 7, 8, 9, discipline. Make always a journal. Teacher Annie, but I don't have time. You know, if this is you, everybody, I'm telling you, you don't really believe. So next year, when we are going to start the course over again, possibly, you know, don't come crying. Oh, this is my 4th year, 5th year. Well, where is the journal? But I don't have time for the journal. You don't understand, everybody. I didn't understand in the beginning. It's normal not to understand, but ask any profitable trader, professional trader. Being successful trading has nothing to do with the chart, and everything to do with the psychological and emotional makeup. No time is not the problem, says Annie. The discipline. Yes, but tell this to the person who, no, but you don't understand. I really don't have time, you know. Well, It's about priorities, everybody. 90% of traders who lose money in the Forex market, they are not serious enough. They are not for real. They just talk, you know. I want to be a millionaire, you know. I want to be financially free, you know. But in the end, the actions are showing what is their intention or the psychological makeup. If you want to be a real serious trader, so journal must be a priority. Oh, but I need to go to the gym. So how do you prioritize your day? Question until Monday, everybody. Let's write this down. Question. How do you prioritize the tasks of the day? What is more important for you, to drink coffee or to analyze the market? After you close the trade, what is more important, to journal or to go for a run? What is more important, to buy groceries or trade or manage your trade? You know, and we talked about this on Monday. External factors are not the problem. We are the problem. No, but I don't have time. You don't understand. I do understand. I've been there. You know. So if we are similar and our day has 24 hours, you know, and we are living more or less the same lives with the same challenges, you know. Maybe you have kids, you know, maybe you have a part-time job, maybe you work a lot, maybe you travel a lot. But you have traders, profitable traders, that have the same things going on in their lives. So don't make excuses, everybody, if you are serious. So homework until Monday. Check your priorities. How do you prioritize your day? How do you prioritize Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? You know? Passion, I don't like a comment on the other streaming platform, everybody. I know it's difficult. Life is complex, we know this, right? But without improving your psychology, everybody, you aren't going anywhere. Good, always again, right? No, we're not always talking about bad stuff and bad things and challenges and problems. Always remember, trading is a learnable skill. You can learn of being a trader. Number 13, I exit before the D extension gets hit or before the Bulls bear score point on a larger time frame. Again, Fibonacci's highs and lows. Number 14, I'm patient enough to wait for the market hits the 618 or 786 Fib retracement with the trendline break and candlestick formation to signal my entries. If the market hits the 0.86 Fib retracement, I can enter the trade with no other signals. I call this my blackjack setup. Difficult stuff. You know, the market is going to hit the 0.318 retracement and is going to reverse and go to the D, and I didn't enter, and I want to hit my head into the wall. Man, I should have entered. You know, look how much money I didn't earn. You know, I had the right setup. So this is part of my constitution, and there is no right or wrong. But for me, I'm patient enough to wait for that the market hits the 618 or 786. So the last green line or the blue line or the red line of the retracement. You know, this is what I'm standing for. I'm not saying that this is perfect or that this is right and the other strategy or constitution is wrong. you know, but this works for me. Number 15. I don't have time, but I write the convergences for each trade every day in my trading journal. This is my trading constitution. I do this every day. Passion, what if you do this one day? I do this every day. But what if? There is no what if. It's every day. Like Annie says, 7, 8, 9, discipline, 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 discipline. You know, we need to discipline ourselves. Every day, every day, every day. How can you be consistent at trading if you are not disciplined, everybody? And you don't want to hear this, but if you are not disciplined in your life, you won't be disciplined at trading. Maybe you need to lose 5 pounds or 3 kilos, you know, whatever, and you are not losing it because you are not disciplined at eating and dieting. And what kind of foods are you eating? So if you are undisciplined in your health and in your diet or exercise, believe me, you aren't going to be disciplined at the trading table. Passion, I don't like you. This is true. True or true, everybody? True or true? Or am I lying to you? If you should budget your groceries, everybody, oh, I'm going only to spend $100 per week or per month, doesn't matter, and you overspend every week or every day, you are not disciplined. And if you are not disciplined on how you manage your money, everybody, you aren't going to be disciplined in risk management. Why is that? I don't remember who wrote this, or was Bob Proctor or Brian Tracy. Get this. The same way we do one thing, the same way we do everything. You can write this quote down. I don't remember if it was Jim Rohn or Bob Proctor or Anthony Robbins or Brian Tracy. Okay? The same way I do one thing, the same way I will do everything. So if I'm not consistent at one thing, if I'm not disciplined at one thing, I won't be consistent or disciplined in all the things. Yes, and this is difficult stuff, you know. And 90% of traders who lose money in the Forex market don't want to work upon this. You know, oh, I am perfect, no, I'm a great, you know, I'm a great trader, you know. Oh, I don't need to introspect, you know. Oh, I'm not crazy, I don't need a trading journal. I have everything in my head. If you know this kind of traders, ask them, well, show me your statement. Let me see how profitable are you. Let me see how consistent are you. What are they going to tell you? They're going to tell you a bunch of excuses. Oh, I lost the password, or not today, oh, I don't feel well, you know. Number 16. I always check my profit plan before entering a trade. This is risk management. Common trading mistake for the beginner trader. What does the beginner trader do? The beginner trader opens the trading station, he sees the chart, and he sees the market moving up or down, and he enters into a trade without calculating the risk. True or true, everybody? Happens all the time. You don't calculate the risk, you have no idea how many lots or what's the volume, how many lots you should trade or what's the volume of your trade, and you just enter. with 0.01, 0.05, it depends on your account. This is a common beginner mistake. So I need to obey this. I always check my profit plan before entering a trade. It doesn't matter what. And it says, for me, analyzing is priority number one. I have created a structure in Excel with all pairs as part one of my trading plan. I am working on the next part of the trade plan. Congratulations, Annie. I will send you the sheet after class via email. Okay, great. Thank you for the trust, Annie. 17. Psychologically so challenging. I trade for pips and not for money. Because when we see money in the statement, P&L statement, we get emotional. Man, it's $1,000, you know, let's close the trade. It's a $5,000, let's close the trade. It's a 300 loss, let's close the trade. So challenging psychologically. I trade for pips and not money. Meaning I must be focused on the process, not the result. You know, if I can execute a trade according to the rules and strategy that is proven, that has an edge, money will follow, no doubt. But beginner traders, what do? We see it $100, you know, oh, let's close the trade. I trade for pips or percentages and not for money. 18. When I find a trade, I create a plan and I trade my plan. It goes together with number 16. Don't jump into the market because you are seeing a candle moving up or down, everybody. Check your risk, calculate your reward, calculate the lots or volume, and create a plan. You are playing chess with the market. Otherwise, if you ask me, you aren't going anywhere. Number 19. If I cannot find a trade, I am patient and wait until the market meets my criteria of the trade, or I will find another currency to trade according to my plan. What does the beginner trader do? Beginner traders, what do? We are trying to force the market. But believe me, when you are going to lose enough, you are going to change your mind. So professional traders think, if I cannot find a trade or a setup, I am patient and wait until the market meets my criteria. What does a beginner trader do? Beginner trader wants to force the market. You know, we as a beginner traders, we are drawing structure where the structure is not. We are drawing trend lines where trend lines doesn't supposed to be. You know, we are seeing pivot points and support or resistance levels, and we are seeing mirages, and we are trying to force the market. Miguel says, I think number 18 is mandatory. Yes. In the end, everybody, in conclusion, all the rules are mandatory. This is my trading constitution. I stand for all of this. No exceptions. And it's time to time it's difficult. You know? And now the good news, this comes with experience, everybody. You know? When you change your strategy so many times, and you know, and it's a mess, and you are winning and losing, losing and winning, winning and losing, you know, it's going to come a point in time in your life that you are going to understand and decide that I'm going to do only what makes me profits. You know, this trader's constitution may not make a lot of sense to you, or maybe it does. Anyway, try to make your own, and don't worry bothering if it is okay or not. If you find that your trader's constitution doesn't serve you well, you can always change it. And you can do the same with your trading plan and your trading strategy. Now that you formed your trading constitution, we can move on the next pillar of successful journaling, defining your trading plan. Please understand this. You should not move on with the book or with the lessons unless you have formed your trader's constitution. Okay, everybody? Your trader constitution is the base from which you will create a trading plan and strategy. You should not create a trading plan without creating your trader's constitution first. Imagine your country, or for example the USA, as a society without a constitution. It will be a total mess, a disaster, a society in chaos. Yes, you guessed it right. The constitution, for example, of the USA is the base of all the laws and the structure of the society that we live in today. If this is too abstract to understand, ask yourself, would you build your house on a sand base? Of course not. You will build it on a solid base, won't you? Well, your trader constitution is your solid base upon which you are start to build your trading success. Okay, everybody, this is all for today. We are going to stop here. Happy Friday. And try to write your trader constitution, everybody. Okay, there is no right or wrong, and if you want, you can send it to me so we can talk about it. Until Monday, everybody, stay strong and study yourself with passion and relax, and there is no right or wrong, right? See you back on Monday, everybody. Happy Friday. This is FXPassion signing off.